Russ. Yeah, I'm back in the car again. Sitting here at Costco about ready to leave. Let me show you what I bought. TurboTax. Yep, it's that time of the year. Got to get it all set and ready to go. Yeah, how much was that? Let me see here. Costco receipt. TurboTax, $55.99 minus $11 because it's Costco. Here's what else I bought. Shoes. Shoes. Company called High Tech. I've never heard of it before. Let's take a look at it. Here's why I bought them. See that tread? I'm into tread now. I told you guys. Yep. Got a match tread for my tires. Now I got treads for my shoes. I was walking around with the Skechers that I've been wearing for the last couple years, and I was kind of sliding. I go, wow, what happened? I was walking on the garage floor even. You know, you walk outside, you're walking on a little bit of snow, and you step on the garage floor, right? Yeah, I was slipping and sliding. I says, I need something with some tread. These are heavier than I typically would like for a shoe. That's what it looks like. High tech. Black shoes. But I says, you know, I'm not gonna risk falling. I don't take my chances. Yeah, it's just like I don't ride my e-bike during the winter. I don't take the chance. But after the whole ordeal with the tires, I says, I need some tread. There's tread. No, these are clearancing out, which tells me they're not replacing it. Let me stick it back in the box here. Stick it back in the box. Well, we'll put the TurboTax in the box too, so that I don't lose it. How much were these? $21.99. Yeah, they hit a little star asterisk thing afterwards, which means they're not replacing these shoes once they're gone. Yeah. The size is actually a half a size larger than I usually get. Usually I wear a 9.5. Yeah, I got smaller feet than some people. But lately I had been buying shoes that were like 10s and 10.5s. And the reason is because I have a wider foot, and sometimes that extra, I don't know, half a size gives you a little bit more width. Yeah, it's a little bit longer than but I've gotten used to it. So the only brands that I've seen that kind of fit me normally would be Adidas. First off, somehow they seem to have wider shoes, and then Skechers sometimes too seem to be okay for me. But Nike, forget it. Too narrow. Too narrow for me. Let's switch over. Too narrow for me, no Nikes for me. Costco only has certain types of shoes. You know, they'll have things like Puma. They'll have, what is that other brand? I can't remember the name of the brand. The one that they used to say was all for older generation guys. Not anymore. That brand has gone into everybody else now, too. I can't remember the name. If I remember, I'll put a graphic up. Probably won't remember. And then... yeah, and then they'll have Skechers. Sometimes they have Adidas there, but they rarely, if ever, probably never have Nikes. And those shoes cost more. Russ is cheap, I told you guys. $21.99, come on, that's right up my alley. And so these shoes are a little bit heavier than I prefer. I typically like shoes that are lighter in weight. I don't think I would wear these during the summer, you know. But during this winter month, with ice and snow and everything happening, I need something that'll keep me from slipping. So I figure something with a heavy-duty tread like that would be okay. A little heavier than I prefer. I used to do a lot of martial arts, as you know. That's what ruined my knees. It's a lot of kicking and things. And so typically guys who kick prefer a lighter weight shoe because we can react quicker that way. Now I can't do anything anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So I have these heavier shoes now. I have other shoes that I use, like Sundays. I'll say this. I was talking to Costco Mike. Costco Mike does not work for Costco, but he's there every day anyways, right? And I was talking to Costco Mike and Mrs. Mike, and I was saying that, after the tires, I needed tread. I showed them the bottom of my shoes, and they go, yep, pretty much worn out. Yeah, I think that was like 2 years, something. Wore it every single day. Sundays, I wear another Skechers, which is a higher grade Skecher. It's an all black shoe. And again, lighter in weight, right? These shoes I have that's worn out is lighter in weight. This high-tech thing, I don't know. Let's see it again. It's a black shoe. There you go. It's a black shoe, and it's heavy. It's heavier. But I want the tread because there's still gonna snow on us, and I gotta do the snow plow and all that stuff. Well, snow thrower. Snow thrower. Yeah, it's a better word for it. So I don't want to be walking outside in the snow with these slick shoes now. I guess technically I can still wear them for the summer. I can still wear them for the summer because I don't need any tread in the summer. Wear them while I'm riding my e-bike. Yeah. All right. Anyways, let's get moving here. Let me get my handicap placard out of there. Let's buckle up. Buckle up. Move my keys. Move my stuff. This thing always bundles up. Yeah, whatever I'm wearing, it always bundles up on me. So I always have to kind of bunches up. I'm sorry. Bundles up. Bunches up on me. Let's move out of here. See if there's anybody in the way or not. Nope. That's a good move. Anyways, Costco Mike asked me how the tires are holding up. I go, hey, yeah. Tires are doing well. I hadn't seen them for a little bit. And we were talking about these cross climates and the cross climate 3s, right? The 2s and the 3s. So I told him that the 3s are not going to be available for a while from what I've seen. They're available in Europe, but not here in the States. I don't know why. And that they will still continue to support cross climate 2s because there's so many people who have them. And he has them. He was the first guy that told me about them. He was the one that said, hey, you should switch over to the other one. Then everybody was telling me to switch over to the other one. So we switched over. Yeah, I said, I found a cul-de-sac that didn't have any shoveled snow out yet, and I gunned it a little bit more in there just to see how it handled, and it handled well. Yeah, your anti-lock brakes still does the, but I wasn't skidding. So, yeah, seems to be good. And in the wet, seemed to be okay, too. Yeah. And, I mean, it's wet now because it's, cars run over the snow and it just melts it and it's all kind of wet out there. My car looks awful. It looks really bad. It's got so much salt on it. I feel like going in and getting it washed, but I know that it's just going to have more salt all over it. It's going to have more salt all over the thing. We're not done with winter, so it's still going to keep going. I guess you can wash it off and then just get new salt on it and then wash it again. Really, you need to get an undercoat wash as well. I usually try to do that, right after the season's done. When I know no more salt is being put down, then you go through the car wash and you ask for the undercoat, undercoat wash, undercarriage wash. Yeah, they got to spray some water from underneath. Otherwise, all the salt on there just stays. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, new tires, new shoes for me. TurboTax, getting ourselves ready for tax season. Yeah, it's already February. I can't believe it. I'm recording this on February 2nd. I don't know when you guys are going to see this. You'll either see it on the 3rd or the 4th, maybe the 4th. I already have a recording made for the 3rd. So yeah, you'll see it on February 4th. So you'll see it 2 days after I got all this stuff together. Trying to stay a couple of days ahead of you guys, because sometimes I get tied up doing stuff and I don't have the ability to make a video. This is why I appreciate you guys letting me do the video in the car and putting it over the e-bike ride. Yeah. So everyone's a little happy that way. Not everyone's going to be perfectly happy. I mean, we're not talking about e-bikes, but neither are you looking at me just driving in the car either. Some don't like it. I know Pedro doesn't like it. But I got to go with the majority, and the vast majority says do it this way. This way, if the topic is okay, but they don't want to just keep looking at you in the car, they can watch the bike ride. Yeah, I've been going through some of the older ones. People ask me to put up the old backgrounds of using old rides. So I found a couple that had the Rad Rover 5. Yeah, that's my original first bike. I'll put a couple of those. The only thing with that background, which I'll probably use for this background, I was using the GoPro back then, and the GoPro, the look of the GoPro, maybe it's too much contrast, I'm not sure. The look of the GoPro is not as clean to me as the look as the DJI, so who knows. So anyway, I'll put it up there just so you can see some of the older rides. Yeah, because I think, how long has it been that we've done e-bike videos now? 4 or 5 years? So we have quite a bit of older rides that, a lot of you guys haven't even seen before. I mean, we're not talking on it, but you can see the backgrounds of things, right? So, yeah, and some of the older bikes too. Some of the bikes that I did, I don't think I'll use the review footages for the backgrounds, but usually even after a review, I'll take the bike out a couple times, right? At least. So some of the bikes may or may not be still available as I show you these things in the backgrounds. And I'll try to remember to put a photo of the bike we're riding on right in the beginning of the video, so you can see exactly what it is that we're riding. I mean, usually when we're riding, all you see is the handlebar, right? So at least one photo up in the beginning. I tend to do that now. I didn't do it earlier, like in the early days of the bike ride. I never did that, but it makes sense. Yeah, show the people what the bike is besides just the handlebar when you're out riding. Interestingly, some people still watch the old videos, and I'll get a comment every now and then, on those old videos. It's like, what bike is this, right? Yeah, well, hey, you live and learn. So for you new guys who are starting your own channels, if you're going to start an e-bike channel or something, yeah, put a picture of the bike that you're riding on. People can't tell. People can't tell. You got to show them what it is that you're riding. So anyway, by the time you see this video, I should be going to, or had already gone to, the bike show. Yeah, this is a dealer show for bicycles. So it's going to be components and parts and things like that, but some of the manufacturers of bikes will be there as well. And some of them will be e-bikes, and I think more of them will probably be standard non-e-bike things. Now, here's the problem that I have with the show. Typically when I go to a show, I take my mobility scooter, right? I don't think I'm going to do that this time. I'm not sure. I'm still debating, because it would look kind of funny. You go to a bike show and you show up with a mobility scooter, but anyone who knows me knows I need that scooter to get around something as big as a trade show. But the Schaumburg Convention Center isn't as large. I mean, we have that for the high-end stereo show, but the stereo show goes larger because it's not only just the convention floor, but they have like rooms, hotel rooms that they convert into sound rooms. So you're going from room to room to room. If I do the convention center floor, that's still pretty large for me. If But I think if I walk a little bit and stop and look around, then walk and stop and look around, I might be able to do it. The only issue is getting from the car to the hotel and then getting out of the hotel to the car. If I can park close enough, it might be okay. If I go early enough for the show, I can usually get parking. And they usually have handicap parking. As long as you put your placard up, they see that you've got a handicap placard, they'll guide you to the closer parking spaces. Otherwise, it's a walk just for that. I don't need any extra walk. I was debating to even bring a cane. It'll help support me a little bit. But that won't look good either. That will not look good either. So I'm not sure what to do. I probably won't bring my scooter. I probably won't do it. I might put it in the trunk of my car. And if I change my mind, I could grab the scooter and use it. But right now it's empty. I took it out because I had some stuff I had to carry in the trunk. I may have to stick it back in there. I think I'll stick it in there when I get home. And then if I need it, I got it. That's the way it is. All right, that's about all I have for you guys for today. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Let me know for you guys, what do you guys wear for shoes? I mean, I'm talking like everyday shoes. This would be like my everyday shoe. It's not like a formal shoe or something. I mean, if you're gonna wear something like a suit and a tie, you don't wear this kind of shoe, okay? But for your everyday stuff, I'm typically in gym shoes. We call them gym shoes. I was talking to Costco Mike and Mrs. Mike about that. I says, do you guys call it gym shoes or do you call it sneakers? They said gym shoes. In the Midwest, we call it gym shoes, okay? What do you guys call it? Put a comment. Let me know. What do you call gym shoes? Do you call them gym shoes? Do you call them sneakers? What do you refer them to as? What do you refer them as? What? That doesn't sound right either. You're ending in the wrong thing. How do you call them? How do you call them? Put a comment. Let me know. All right. Hit the like and subscribe button. Talk to you guys next time.